Hi everyone, Pierre from Into Fly Fishing, and welcome to another gear review where we'll be putting the epic 590 Graphene rod through its paces. If you've been watching some of our recent YouTube videos, you'll know that we built this rod from scratch using one of Swift Fly Fishing's ready-to-wrap kits. The link to these videos can be found in the description below, and if you've ever wanted to build your own fly rod, this epic ready-to-wrap kit is the way to start. As a disclaimer, I must point out that Swift Fly Fishing sent me this rod all the way from New Zealand so that we can try out their building kits and review their rod. I'm trying to remain as unbiased as possible throughout the review. So the epic 5-weight 9-foot graphene. The first question, what is graphene and how is it different to standard carbon fiber? If you look at graphene under a super powerful microscope, you'll see that it's made from a single layer of carbon atoms. The bond between these carbon atoms is so strong that it makes the material stronger than steel and harder than diamond. But because the material is so thin, it is super lightweight and it has a great degree of elasticity, which means that it returns to its pre-made form after it's been deformed. So having said all of that, what does this mean for the fly rod industry? Because the material is so lightweight, strong and flexible, it is the absolute ideal material to integrate within a fly rod. Now this brings up the next question. How is graphene integrated or built into the blank? The carbon material that you see in the blank isn't graphene. That's more of a traditional, very high modulus carbon fiber. The graphene is integrated within the resin, and it's this process that makes fly rods made from graphene so much stronger, lightweight and durable. Let's look at where and how I tested the rod. I chose to take the rod with me on a stillwater mission to a very remote dam in the Western Cape of South Africa. This dam is very large, as it's more than 200 acres in size and in some points more than 30 meters deep. That's like 35 yards or something like that. This piece of water is very intimidating and finding fish can be on the tricky side. I tested the rod with a floating line and a fast sinking line, both from the shore and off a drift boat, covering nearly all the aspects of stillwater fishing. At one stage I was chucking a 3-inch long game changer pattern, whereafter I quickly had to adapt because I was fishing to shallow cruising fish and I had to go to size 18 measures. I even presented a size 16 parachute Adams to a fat rainbow trout circling around the inlet of the dam. So let's have a look at how this rod performed in all of these conditions. Most modern high-end fly rods have a fast to very fast action. I'm not saying there's no place for this, and I actually know a couple of anglers that really prefer this. In my opinion, and what I prefer is a slightly slower rod, and this is where the epic 590G comes in. Don't get me wrong, it's not a medium action rod. It just feels like it adapts better to what you want to do, and it doesn't force you to fish in a particular way, if that makes sense. After posting a couple of photos of the rod on Instagram and making a comment on the action of the rod, Epic replied saying, "We make fly rods and not broomsticks," and this is certainly the case. The action is bang on for a 9-foot 5-weight rod. So let's look at where the epic 590G might fall short for your intended application. Out of a fishing and performance point of view and what you'd expect from a 9-foot 5-weight rod, there aren't any shortcomings at all. The only reason why I think you aren't seeing more people fish with this great rod is firstly the price, and secondly because it doesn't have the big name of Sage or Orbis. For a factory built 590G, you're looking at a price point just over $1,000 and that's without the shipment cost from New Zealand. If you're lucky enough and you find a local dealer in your country, you might get away with a shipment cost. Don't get me wrong, I think that the rod is worth the money if you have it, but it must be mentioned. Where it gets really interesting is that the epic 590G is available as a ready-to-wrap kit. Then you can build the rod just like I did. Now you're looking at a price point just under $450, and I think you'd struggle to find a better rod for that price. Obviously, there's always a slight risk when building your own rod in that the clear coat or the finish is not as perfect as the factory-built rod, or that your line guides aren't aligned perfectly. But if you follow the rod building instructions to the T, there's absolutely nothing you have to worry about that could hamper the performance of the rod. Now let's get up close to the rod itself and look at it in more detail. The rod is shipped in a matte black fiberglass tube with the epic name on the side of it. The top cap is black aluminum with the rod's details noted on it. Inside the tube you'll find a black rod sock with 4 segments, which is folded open to access the rod. It doesn't have the rod's details on it though. After building the rod myself, the weight came in at 2.9 ounces, which is incredibly light. Starting here at the base of the butt section, you'll find a black aluminum up-locking reel seat with a single locking ring and a black fiberglass reel seat insert. Now, if you've seen some of my previous reviews, you'll know that I prefer 2 locking rings, and if I ever get the chance again to build another Epic rod, I'll definitely include a different reel seat for this purpose. The butt cap of the reel seat also has the Epic logo on it. When you order the Epic Ready to Wrap kit from the website, you have the option to choose between a classic Western style grip or a Slim Wells grip. I opted for the Slim Wells option, and it's made from a high quality cork. No problems there. The blank has a matte carbon finish with the texture of the carbon coil still visible. I chose to go with black thread wraps as I really like understated rods. The first stripper guide is placed on the second section of the rod, and it's made from titanium and it has its silicon carbide insert. The rest of the line guides are all black snake guides. So after spending a good amount of time fishing the Epic 590G on my local still waters and catching some trout, what are my final thoughts? Well, on the pro side, the rod is an absolute joy to cast. It doesn't push you the whole time to speed up your casting stroke. You can sort of do your own thing and the rod responds positively and it just does what you want it to do. The Epic 590G is a very versatile rod which will allow you to cover a very wide range of applications. Up to the date of making this video, the rod also seems to be very durable. On the con side, the primary negative point would probably be the cost of the factory built rod, but the silver lining there is that you're able to save almost 50% of the retail value by buying one of these ready to wrap kits. So who should consider buying the Epic 590G? Well, this is a very easy question to answer. I would recommend the rod for any moderate to experienced angler who has a little bit of money but that wants to buy a very good 5-weight or multiple application fly rod for all of their trout, bass and grayling applications. It won't disappoint you and it will probably become the rod in your arsenal that you'll be using the most. I hope that you found this review on the Epic 590G helpful and that it answers some of the questions you might have had on the rod. If you have any other questions, comments or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section down below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Please remember to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications, then we can let you know as soon as we release any future reviews or tutorials. Until next time, cheers.